Tonight, 3 soldiers are dead after this military helicopter crash in Mendon. Also tonight, missing no more. 2 children abducted from their Greece foster home Monday night have been found in Alabama. And good evening. We have team coverage and new details coming in on both stories. We begin, though, in Mendon, where 3 soldiers, members of the National Guard, were killed tonight. A military evacuation chopper crashed in the area of West Bloomfield Road just after 6:30 tonight. 13 Wham's Doug Embledge is live now just a few hundred yards from the crash site with new details from witnesses. Doug?
Yeah, a lot of new information, Jenny, as we come on the air tonight. We are told by witnesses, people who heard the chopper before it crashed, that it was clearly having some kind of mechanical difficulty, and then they heard the crash. I'll give you a little more idea of where we are. Looking right down the road here, that is the intersection that is still blocked off of Cheese Factory and West Bloomfield Roads. And when we arrived on the scene tonight, earlier on, we were able to get very close to the scene and see the chopper, the wreckage smoldering just off of West Bloomfield Road.
Fire dispatcher to Mendon, respond for the helicopter that crashed in the area of West Bloomfield Road and Cheese Factory Road. Scenario box 330, respond on Ops 9. Fire dispatcher to Mendon.
People who live in this rural area say they often see and hear helicopters. Tonight, they heard one that was clearly having mechanical problems, and when it crashed, they heard a sound they had never heard before.
It got louder and louder, and then all of a sudden there was an explosion. And I said to my wife, I said, yeah, there's a helicopter just went down.
It legitimately was shaking the ground. Like, I thought a car hit my house. I heard it, and I think it sounded like it was coming like past my house. And then I'm sure that they tried to crash in the open field because that was the closest one.
The chopper was a New York Army National Guard UH-60 medical evacuation helicopter. It was based at the Army Aviation Support Facility at the Rochester Airport, and it was on a training mission when it went down.
One of those things where you see them, whether they're doing exercises or going off to a deployment, you see that traffic and you just don't expect something like that to happen close by. You know, it's not a military zone, certainly, so we don't expect to see that here. It's a sad day, certainly, for those involved.
And some new information from the scene tonight. We've just learned that they are widening the perimeter around the crash scene. There are people scouring the area because they have found now some debris farther away from the crash scene than they had earlier. Also new tonight, the governor has commented on the crash and has ordered flags be flown at half-staff in honor of those 3 National Guard members who died here in Mendon tonight. Reporting on 13 Wham News at 10 on Fox Rochester, I'm Doug Embledge. Ginny?
All right. Thank you, Doug. We will stay in touch with you throughout this broadcast. More now from the governor. In a statement, he said National Guard members are our citizen soldiers who voluntarily serve and protect both here and abroad. And I extend my prayers and condolences from all New Yorkers to the family, loved ones, and fellow soldiers of these honorable heroes who we will never forget. Again, flags being flown at half-staff tomorrow in their honor. The 3 soldiers killed are from what's described as a tight-knit National Guard unit based here in Rochester. Moments ago, 13 Wham's Natalie Kutchko learned new details about the victims and the crash from Monroe County's sheriff. Natalie is live in Mendon for us. Natalie?
Jenny, the Monroe County Sheriff says multiple 911 calls came in just after 6:30 tonight. It is confirmed that 3 soldiers with the National Guard died on board that crash. First responders arrived on scene to the 1300 block of West Bloomfield Road in Mendon. Sheriff Todd Baxter says the aircraft was found in an open field off Cheese Factory Road. Sheriff says first responders attempted to rescue anyone on board. At this time, he confirmed 3 people have died in this horrific accident.
So this is a very tight-knit unit. There's a lot of family and a lot of people responding. They are responding to the National Guard Center over at the backside of our airport. The New York National Guard is en route. We've been in contact with them. And like I mentioned earlier, the FAA is all en route and also going to do a joint investigation with us. One more time, I'd just like to reiterate, this is a burden. This is a heavy, heavy burden upon all of us. These are our freedom providers. And again, just showing again that the freedom is not free. We lost 3 great Americans today.
And Sheriff Baxter says sputtering sounds from the engine could be heard from ground level. He said the aircraft was flying lower than normal. He stressed this is a preliminary investigation and more developments will be made and are expected in the coming days. The Mendon Fire Department says the area between Cheese Factory Road and West Bloomfield Road will be closed to traffic as the investigation continues. For now, we are live in Mendon. Natalie Kutchko, 13 WHAM News on Fox Rochester.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Now to more breaking news. The recovery of 2 children abducted from their Greece foster home on Monday night. They are safe, found in Alabama, 1,000 miles away. 13 WHAM's Tyler Brown is live now at the Greece Police Department. Tyler?
Jenny, police found the children hidden in a rental car under the floorboards with a blanket over their head. Police are still searching for the 2 suspects that broke into their Greece home on Monday night. Police tell us their investigation led them to tracking down a locally rented vehicle that crossed state lines. They found that vehicle today in Montgomery, Alabama, in front of a residence. Police say a woman leaving that residence was taken into custody, and when officers looked inside the car, that's when they found 5-year-old Dimitri Cash Jr. and 3-year-old Shakiria Cash.
You can imagine, right? They're being secreted under a blanket on the floorboard of a vehicle. So what does that speak to the people that are responsible for this? And so I would imagine that they are upset. But Charlie said they're watching cartoons and eating chicken nuggets, so maybe they're more resilient than we give them credit for.
And you can hear it in the voice of the Greece police chief tonight. There really is a big feeling of relief here at GPD now that the children have been found safe. But police say the work is far from over. There are still major questions unanswered. Not only are police still looking for the suspects, they are also say that the children's biological father, Dimitri Cash Sr., is still a person of interest in this case. But right now, police could not comment on a possible motive or even who the woman in custody is. And police are hoping to bring the kids back to their foster family in the next couple of days. They are, of course, accepting any information to help them in this case. And they ask you to call Greece Police Department if you have any information.